back to the studio. Yes, we have another guest in here with us. And she is Coach Bara'atu Nasidi. She is the founder of Jaruma Magazine. Together, we'll be talking about girls and nation building. What is it about girls and nation building? Well, Coach B is here to do justice to that question. Hello, Coach B.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for coming
Welcome to the
around.
program. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, yes, girls and nation building. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so I'm an advocate for girl child. I've always been someone who has always, talked about the importance of the girl child. Our society has given us the impression that the girl child is someone that is always at the receiving end. But what it should be is that the girl should be in front and center of everything.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yes, because the
You
girl,
agree, we agree.
yes, because the girl is the future. She is the mother of the future. She's the leader. She's the one who is going to form the community in the future. So if you are talking about girls, you should know that this person is going to be where the community will sprout from. So her mindset, her well-being, her education, her health should be intact. It should be something that should be looking and taken seriously, And it's unfortunate that we're still battling education, early child marriage, mutilation. The girl is always at the receiving end when the girl should be the one in the front, is the person that we should be uplifting and supporting and empowering, because she is going to be the mother of the leaders in the future, or she will be, she could be a leader herself.
Of course.
Yes. And because I'm also a leadership coach, I always try to empower those girls, especially their mindset. We try to raise girls to know that they are the builders of communities in the future. So they need to put in as much development in themselves so that they can give back. Because as you know, if you give a woman, whatever you give, she multiplies.
Yeah.
Imagine giving a girl education, giving her everything, giving her the right environment. Imagine what she will multiply, what she will produce. Imagine what kind of community she can create.
So being a girl child advocate, you've been into it for like let's say 6, 7 years. So how far so far?
Well, I was just talking to someone yesterday and I was saying we have tried, we are trying, I would
Okay.
say the federal government, international organizations, the NGOs, but somehow we are still battling with education. We are like among the top three out of school children. I mean, Nigeria is among the top three when it comes to out of school children, and you know that the girls are 60 or something
Percent.
of the
Wow.
percent. So we try to advocate as much as we can. We reach out to communities as much as we can, but it's still not, I think it's still not enough.
Okay.
Like now, recently with the insecurity issues, we've gone there, we've spoken to people in rural areas, importance of education. And unfortunately, with the insecurity, it's just like taking a step forward and taking two steps back.
Backward.
So it's still a struggle for us. But I believe that, yeah, there's hope.
Okay.
There's hope, yes.
Okay, that's
Okay, so are you working with any other organization that supports the
Support.
girl child?
Well, when we do our programs, like we did a program yesterday celebrating the International Girls'
Girls,
Child Day, we do get supports, we get partners. But when it comes to going for my advocacy, because it's something I'm passionate about, I just do it on my own.
Oh,
Okay, so what's the response like so
so
far?
far, yeah.
Okay, so sometimes I think at a point I realized that I was preaching to the same choir. I would go to Twitter and talk about the importance of girl child. I'll go to Facebook. Then I realized that, wow, okay, these people already know this.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to re strategize and say, okay, how do we reach people that are actually having a hard time accepting to take their daughters to school, accepting that a girl child should not be married at a young age,
Early age.
understanding the importance of our healthcare, all these customs that we have, because that's where it really is. It's not only education, we have customs like early child marriage, mutilation, and all that. So we realized I was like, okay, I need to re-strategize. And so far it's going well.
Okay, have you had cases where you actually have to go in and intervene, especially when you have to deal with the rural areas? Because I feel that is where we have a high percentage of some of these challenges of
Yeah.
maybe out of school children and the rest. So have you had cases where you would actually maybe want to intervene on some cases?
Yes, there have been cases. So
Okay.
there was a time we were doing hospital visits for schools, and I remember I met someone who, well, we reached out to an organization to help her because she was going through, domestic abuse, unfortunately, and her children were very sick. So we have a few organizations, NGOs that we are friends with, and we're able to reach out. And we also had another firm, which is a law firm that volunteers if we ever have anything. So we're able to reach out and help sort. So we do have these cases. They come sometimes in school, and when especially when it comes to abuse.
Mm.
So yes, we do.
Wow, that's a good one. So,
Okay, so apart from trying to convince these girls and probably their parents into putting them in schools, are there other things you do for them, like support them with material things?
Yes,
What are
yes.
the things?
Okay, so I'm a coach. I'm a life coach. I'm a neuro linguistics practitioner,
mhm.
and I'm also a mental health advocate. So I've always talked about the mindset. The mindset is very important.
Important,
Mm.
yeah.
The first thing we do is we try to rewire their mindset. We try to help them rehabilitate them. So whenever we have this opportunity, you cannot give what you don't have. And I talked about the girl being like the foundation of every society. So we have to rewire the mindset, show her, the things that she needs to learn. Personally, try and develop her mindset first. And then we do other things like partnering and getting organizations, to help when it comes to maybe books and other things, material things.
Yeah, that's a good one. So far, success stories, you've been doing really well.
Yeah.
So, but what do you actually still hope to achieve? Because I know you've been into it for a while now, and I'm sure you're looking at things that, okay, maybe this I've been doing for this long, I've not been able to actually do. So, what is actually your focus, or should I put your goal
Yes.
to
So
achieve?
so um every year I give myself a number, a target. Like this year I said I was going to reach 500 girls. I was able to partner with an NGO. We did a 5-week program going around 10 schools.
Mm.
And the first thing I try to do is I'm trying to reach the roots. You
Mhm.
need to reach them early and we need to get the parents on board.
Okay.
That's one thing I know I'm trying right now to do because you cannot just talk to a child and say you need to go to school. If she's convinced, what about the
The
parents?
parents, yeah.
Exactly.
And then it goes beyond that, it goes to the community leaders and the
Mm.
rest. So, what we're trying to do now is to reach the community leaders and the parents so that everything is wholesome for her. She has the support she needs
Yeah.
for her to grow.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, so honestly, I must commend you. This is a very good one you're doing. So kudos to you and your group.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's say, where do you see yourself? You said you had this year you have a target of 500
500
girls.
girls.
Yes.
So have you gotten the 500 girls?
I've gotten, I think, 450.
Ah,
Wow,
you've
we're
gotten it
almost
now.
there.
That's, I mean, that's
That's
a
a pass
pass.
mark, yes.
Mhm. So where do you see yourself in the next, say, 5, 10 years with this thing you're
Yes,
doing?
yes. So the idea is to make enough impact that we train them to become leaders themselves. In the next 20 years, I want to see the girls that I've trained doing exactly what I'm doing. So it's spreading around.
Wow.
So that we're no longer on the list of the top 3
Mm.
out of school children because it's really unfortunate.
Mhm.
So we want to build these girls to give back to the community so that we spread around and we do as much as we can to see that all this is in the past.
Wow, that's a good one.
This is really awesome. And
Really
imagine if she's doing
encouraging.
this
Yeah,
now, other
imagine.
people also try to do that.
Yeah.
Means we will not even have any girl on the street,
Exactly. It's a
whether
good
here in
one.
Nigeria
Yeah.
or anywhere.
And once a woman is involved, just know that
Trust
everything
me.
is okay. Like the
Mhm.
nation will be better for itself and all that. So it's good. Thank you for what you're doing, and we encourage that you keep doing more.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Please don't relent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So we've
very
been
much.
speaking with Coach B. She's popularly called Coach B, and she has told us a whole lot because she's a girl child advocate and she has been doing a whole lot. Imagine her giving herself 500 girls target this year, and she has made already 450. So do more at your own corner. You know, when you give a girl child something, you actually she's going to multiply that, and the nation will be better for it.
Yeah.
We'll go on the short break, and after that, the program continues.